TransAfrica is first of all, it's not a cycling event. TransAfrica is a journey, it's an adventure. The means of transport is a bicycle. So it's not a race, it's an adventure. The emphasis on TransAfrica is not about finishing. It has absolutely nothing to do with finishing each day, it's all about starting. The age group, the participants, doesn't matter. If you can ride a bike, you can participate. I mean, we had, I think the youngest rider was 25, oldest rider was 62. So it really makes no difference. If you really put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. From a journey point of view, just some statistics, 1,229 kilometres, 16 riders, 4 support crew, 5 vehicles, a cameraman, a videographer, masseur, so it was quite a big event. We travelled over 4,500 kilometres in the vehicles. From a fundraising point of view, a fantastic achievement by all the riders. We raised very close to 700,000 Rand for the village, and because of the way the event was structured, all of that funding went to the village.
I got involved in TransAfrica. I was actually inspired sitting in a church service, listening and watching one of the videos bringing and trying to raise riders and support crew. It was about September 2015. And it was just, my heart started to beat and just started to race, and I just knew it was kind of meant for me.
Well, in 2014 I was asked to participate on this journey, and unfortunately I had a shoulder operation which then took me out of the event. I think maybe it was a good thing. And of course I got hooked in 2016, which I thoroughly enjoyed, but which almost killed me as well.
I didn't even own a bike prior to that, and so from mid-September towards early October is when I committed to FirstRand TransAfrica, bought myself a bicycle, had to get used to having my feet stuck to the pedals, and being what they call in the cycling circles a mammal, a middle-aged male in Lycra. So yeah, I fully got committed to the TransAfrica challenge. So it gave me a good 6 months of training.
I think the vision of what TransAfrica is doing for Ingane Yami, to stand in the gap to help the children less fortunate than ourselves, is just awesome. I think the education for children in our country is very important, and I think just being able to give them the knowledge and the confidence to be able to go out there and succeed in life, and to have the ability to take the opportunities and to make something of it is really good.
So one of the key aspects of FirstRand TransAfrica and was pivotal in the way we structured this year was centered around Nelson Mandela's quote, the fact that education was the only thing that ever changed the world. And the other thing from FirstRand's point of view is that they were fully into supporting youth development. So bringing those two aspects together was what helped us to frame the event, to hang our hat on it, if you wish, and obviously to go out to sponsors and get sponsorship. The other key aspect of FirstRand TransAfrica is the fact that there are many things wrong in this world. And if you stand and look at the world, you almost get despondent. You can't fix everything. So what you've got to do is to do what you can with what you have wherever you are. And I think that's what the message we try to get over to the riders. So it didn't matter if you were a 50-year-old who was in the corporate world, or whether you're a 25-year-old student, you could add great value to the event just doing what you could do.
To be honest, this is the only event where I have participated with every rider riding for a specific cause, which was Ingane Yami. That was the best part of it, that everyone there had one goal, and that was Ingane Yami.
for me, I had quite a lot of time to think about things while I was riding, and it was to put my life into perspective, my family's life into perspective, what is important, what's not important, and just to sort of simplify our life. And then I think when I was struggling or didn't want to carry on or didn't want to do the next pedal, it was about the lives of these children. The one time Ross said that he wanted to give up, and I said to him, well, you know, because he was in pain and suffering, and I said, well, just think about those children and the suffering that they've gone through, and it's nothing in comparison to what we're going through. So that made it easier.
The trip's been an interesting thing in terms of what impact it's had on my life. I think my wife might answer that for me and said I've probably become a little bit more selfish because I'm enjoying the riding. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time. But I think there's the small things in life of just accepting where we are in the moment and really just being able to be content with that. And I think the treadmill of life is so quick, and I think we live in an area where often it's trying to keep up with the Joneses, and I think it's just nice to actually reflect back on that and actually be content with where I am and with what I have, and with that, what can I do?
There's no words that can explain TransAfrica. There's no words that can explain the beauty of our country, the hard times, the tough times, the good times, the friendships that you make, and you can only actually experience that if you do it. So I would want everyone to share and be able to do it, and to be able to do it for the children. I think when they see the home and they see what's been happening, they would want to help out.
It was such an amazing time to just build new relationships, new friendships, and explore a part of our beautiful country. Back roads that you would never travel on if you were driving, and just towns and just the absolute beauty of the countryside that we live in, and a great opportunity to just travel and have some fun.
I think on behalf of the children at Ingane Yami, on behalf of the board at Restoration of Hope, Kloof Harvest Church, I think we really just want to thank the sponsors for endorsing us, for supporting us, especially FirstRand, who came on board as title sponsor, and all the other supporters, be they corporates, be they individuals who sponsored their friends. A thank you to the riders who committed their time and their efforts, and probably most especially to the support crew who stood there in the background, didn't get any glory, and actually made it all happen. And we look forward to FirstRand TransAfrica in 2018.